By Chance is a story of a family's struggle to have a child of their own and their fight to gain custody of a child they fell in love with through the foster system. This documentary will make you laugh, cry, get upset, and more. This is our story, By Chance.
But that day he called me and he said, "Miss Haas," he said, "this is Dr. Strobe." He said, "I just want to inform you that the in vitro did not work at this time." And so I thought, I would like to try to adopt. And then we started to go that route. But definitely my faith was tested. I think God was just trying to see how strong of a person that I was and how strong I was in my faith. And I just felt like I was floating. I said, "No." I said, "No, I don't understand. What do you mean she took Christian? Where is my child?" And they all looked at me. They started coming forward and looked at me really strange. And I walked 2 steps, and then I just remember collapsing to the floor because I literally had fainted. And I was just grieving and grieving. You know, where is my child? Why did she take my child? They were like, she just came up here and signed him out and said, you know, she no longer wants you and Mr. Haas to check him out anymore.
You were talking about the woman who initially had Christian and some of the deception. Tell me a little bit about what was actually going on.
She would be really down and she asked if we could meet up for breakfast. One day we did, and she would cover up her mouth and said that her tooth had gotten knocked out by one of the shoe boxes that fell out of the storage in the shoe room, and that she was so embarrassed and it was going to cost like $3,000 to get it fixed, and that she didn't have the money because she's trying to get her store up and going and try to get the website going. And then I felt bad, and I want you to be able to smile, Barbara. And I said, I've got some cash, I can help put it towards that. And it was like wanting to borrow money or just all the time. And then I need money to get my website going, you know, so that I can make money to help these kids. She's approved as a special needs foster parent through the state and through Child-Kind, and they would just call her up and say, "Hey, can you take in one?" And she would just go pick them up. And as soon as she got them, I mean, she would get, like for Christian, she was getting like $2,700 a month for him. Just never understood.
So a lot of kids in the system are absolutely 100% suffering.
Absolutely.
Barbara's plan was to utilize baby Christian as a carrot to dangle in front of them to gain access to funds.
I remember the caseworker said, "The time's up." And then we were like, oh my God, our hearts were being torn again. And she said, "It'll be easier if I take Christian down the hallway and then you and David go out the back door." So we did. And I remember walking out the back door and walking down the concrete sidewalk and just begging God and Jesus to please take that pain out of our hearts and my child's heart. You could hear him just screaming in the defects office.
So what made Christian the perfect match for you all, for your family?
I mean, he just is magnetic. It was a God thing. It was just God. God brought him into our life.
So if you could do it all over again, would you?
If I had to go through hell and back, I would do it all over again to get him. Absolutely. Now that I know what the real process is, I would not allow someone to take advantage of a vulnerable woman like myself, like I was at the time.
Right.
And that would never happen again.
For anyone who is going through the challenges of trying to have a child or trying to adopt a child, let me just encourage you that God is still God. You seek His face and His way, and He can work wonders where we cannot. Just keep loving Him and keep believing in Him and keep trying, and things will work for you.
After thousands of dollars in legal fees and tons of prayers, Melanie and David won Christian back. The day Christian returned home was emotional for everyone.
We knew this all along that we were going to get Christian, but we had to go through the process. It was a very happy day, one I'll never forget. there needs to be a law that if their children are going to be in foster homes, that they should be checked up on more often. It needs to be more strict rules. Absolutely. It's because I believe this is going on with a lot of couples out there.
It probably is. By Chance is the story of the Haas family and how they struggled and fought to give Christian a loving home. We hope that there are others out there who will share this story and help find more beautiful children loving homes. It's time to provide an opportunity through love by chance and give the helpless and hopeless hope and a bright future. They say I'm hopeless, 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 yeah, as a penny with a hole in it. Ooh, 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 they say I'm no less, no less, no less, no less, no less than up to my head in it. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba, yeah, yeah. Help the kids because they really do need it.